What tips do you have for parents who, if for instance CPS were to come knocking on your door tomorrow, and you're not a neglectful, not an abusive parent, I think that we all have this notion that they're this authoritarian who is from the state and that we need to let in our doors. Otherwise, we're going to be accused even more so of being neglectful or being, abusive. So do you really have to let them into your homes, or what sort of advice do you have for parents who, have to unfortunately encounter these agents unjustifiably so?
Yeah, so, I did this kind of list that I'm about to explain actually came with help from a website called fightcps.com, which I'm kind of going to be citing here because they're a very, very helpful website for parents who are dealing with Child Protective Services at the time. I'd also like to state that the statements I'm making, I'm not trying to help people who are physically abusing and molesting their children. Those people need to be handled with, although Child Protective Services has shown time and time again that they're terrible at it. Now, if a CPS investigator comes to your home, number one thing here, stay calm. Do not just start yelling at the investigator and telling him to go fuck himself. The investigator will see any kind of hesitation as admittance of guilt. These people think they're brilliant and have a hard-on for pseudo-justice. In this case, I would recommend not lying, but possibly omitting specific things that are not relevant to the questions asked. If you choose to lie, that's your own choice. But there are certain things that you're going to want to admit. If you admit that you had a drinking problem, say 5 years ago, they'll use that as evidence against you, even if you hadn't had a sip in 5 years. And even if you had therapy because of it, the less said, the better. Child Protective Service social workers usually show up at your door with little to no evidence. If they are acting on anonymous tip, they literally have nothing. And they cannot get a warrant if there's an anonymous tip. They cannot get a court order on anonymous tip. The only thing they can use against you is information you give them for the most part. Don't let them talk to your kid while alone. Now, this is a tip out there for people who children are in public school, which I wouldn't recommend anyway. It's pretty much just an institution that dulls the mind and dulls the will. But if your kids are in public school, at any point, a Child Protective Service investigator is allowed to interview them without even letting you know. So it is important to let your kids know about CPS before they ever even have to deal with them, so that they know what to do and to not be intimidated by these workers who will try to intimidate them. Now, don't let them talk to your kids alone. You don't even need to let them talk to your kids whatsoever. And record everything with videotape if you can. This is not illegal to do and is incredibly important because in a court case, it's your word against theirs. And as I will constantly remind everyone, you are guilty until proven innocent in family law. Secondly, know your rights. Until a warrant is given, which is incredibly difficult to do, they're not allowed in your house. If you talk a lot, your words will be twisted in such a way to be used against you in court. Also, if you allow this person in your home, which you should not do, they are not legally allowed in your home. But if you do, he will most likely find something there to complain about and use against you in court. A sink with 8 dishes needing washing can show up in his report as a sink full of dirty dishes and a filthy kitchen, which of course would serve to make you look bad to a judge. Therefore, just don't let these people in your house. You have no idea what an issue a CPS investigator can make out of a pile of laundry sitting next to your washing machine. Now, Taryn, I believe you wanted to talk the kind of questions that would be asked in an investigation?
Yeah, what are the questions that tend to be asked by these individuals? And before we go into that, I want to ask, who are these people and what are the qualifications to become a CPS officer?
Okay. Okay, what's wrong? No, ain't no acting. What's come on, because I'm illegally parked. What's the problem here, please?
Don't get arrested.
Man, come on, I ain't got time for all that. What's the problem? With my wife.
No, you can't. You cannot leave, sir.
Who can't leave?
She can't leave right now.
Okay, you gotta have a doctor's order?
We do have a doctor's
judge's order?
She cannot leave this hospital right now.
Yes, ma'am. What's your name, ma'am?
Okay. I'm gonna need. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a lot.
For rest of what? Give me my child.
So what I need you to do,
Don't overdo it. If they gotta make mistakes.
What did you tell these people? Tell the camera.
I told them that I was recording. That you're not allowed to record.
This is a public place.
We are not allowed recording anything here. Just turn
Stop
up the
recording before you
turn
get
your camera.
yourself.
Chamara, she's in there. Come on.
Before you get in trouble,
Okay, come on. Well, you shouldn't have been, whatever it is.
leave.
Okay, he wants to talk to me. He wants to talk to me. Come on. First assistant.
What you doing?
I'm her husband. You making a threat. You making a threat.
Hey, let's go. Hey,
Okay. Yes, come on,
I'm
sir.
concerned about that kid right now. Set the baby down.
Okay.
All right. Now let's go outside.
No, I don't want to leave my baby here.
Whose baby?
That's
is
my
it?
baby.
Come on.
That's my baby. Okay. Now let me.
Step over here.
Okay, fine.
Hey, what's going on?
Okay, my wife has just indicated to me that once she's in a public establishment, I want to record this. They violate Texas law, federal law, telling me I can't record in a public domain. 2, she says she's not suicidal, she's not a threat to herself, nor to anyone else. Yet they are refusing to release her against her will. They have no doctor's order from a judicial or magistrate judge that's kidnapped under Texas Penal Code.
Who has custody of the child?
I do.
Do you have paperwork indicating that?
For my child?
Yes, sir. Do you guys, if you're separated?
No, we're married.
Okay. Do you live together?
Yes.
You're married. You live together.
Yes, we was married at the courthouse.
Okay. What's the deal with the baby? Who's keeping the baby?
My wife came here for a tooth problem.
Okay.
Now they asked her some questions.
Okay.
Now they're telling me that they are keeping her against her will. When she took our baby with her to get a tooth problem. She called me, they won't let me leave. Why?
That doesn't sound right. Let me go check for it.
Thank you. Sir, this is a public building.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
The hospital has a policy that
They policy don't overrule state law,
Yeah, well,
not state law.
Don't.
Okay, that's fine, sir. I just happen
Don't
to...
quote the law to me, okay? I'm telling you, they got a policy.
I don't care about their policy. I'm telling you about state law, Texas law. Texas law supersedes.
You take it up.
I will. But if you would like to know,
Nope.
okay, that's fine. That's fine.
That's it.
That's fine. So how you feel today, sir?
I'm not here to... Look, you stand there, we're going to sort this out.
Yes, sir.
Don't try to antagonize.
No, I don't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that. Some people don't know. You see, we're American. We know our rights. We don't let the government. We don't let.
Stop it.
Katie, you okay? Huh?
The doctor has determined she's going to do a mental health one or like a detainer for a couple hours. That's something we can't control, so that's something medical that the doctor has taken. And he has that authority.
And I understand. Well, I understand that.
It's kind of like evaluation type.
Yes, but like I just for the record, because they wouldn't. I asked her Are you feeling suicidal? Her answer was no. Do you want to harm yourself? Her answer was no. Do you want to harm anyone else? Her answer was no. Do you feel suicidal? Her answer was no. Therefore, under Texas law, they have no legal basis for detaining her. So under Texas law, Texas Penal Code, they are kidnapping her. They may not want to see it that way, but this is a corporation. This is a corporation operating under the name of Herman Hospital.
But I can't.
I understand. I know you can't. I understand. That's fine. So I got they call it evidence, I call it proof. So thank you. I didn't mean to. Okay, thank you. Yes, sir.
The baby?
Yes, sir. Okay. Y'all have a. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you. I sure will. Thank you. All right. Good officers. All right. Yes, sir.
You can either sign it or I can just give it to you, but emergency removal of the child.
Sir, would you please step closer? Please. I've just specifically stated, no, this is a civil matter. No civil judge, I don't want that. No civil judge, nor criminal judge. I'm denying you that request.
So I'm going to need to come inside and go to...
No, sir. You don't have consent nor permission to enter my home. You need a court order. You're not going to get it. What, Mama? Mama, no. You need a court order. A court from a magistrate.
If this is an emergency...
No, that's...
We will be in court on the first...
You need a warrant. You need a warrant.
Okay, sir.
Who are you, Sergeant?
I'm sorry to get it.
Okay.
So this is the...
Sergeant, I'm not giving... No, let me speak.
Listen to me.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I'm not afraid of the camera.
I know you're not. I don't want to hear it. You do not have to
explain to you what's about to
I don't care what you're about to explain. I'm just telling you, sir, clearly and unequivocally, you do not have permission or consent to come into my home.
I'm letting you talk. Now, can I talk?
Yes.
They have an emergency order in your children. Okay? Legal document. If you want to interfere with that, these officers will place you in handcuffs.
I'm going to go in the house. You get your court order. No. You don't have permission to come in my house. You don't have consent to come in my house.
Listen. We will have to do it one way or another.
No.
Listen. You can cooperate and stay here.
No.
All right? Or you'll have to come with us.
Well,
listen,
Mom, I'm going to just have to come with child.
We don't want you to.
I'm going to have to come with child behind my child.
All right?
Mom, you go get Donald Trump, you get the United States government, you get the goddamn FBI. I made clear y'all have no right to come in my house.
Listen.
There's a better way to do this.
I'm going to go to jail behind mine.
But we don't want you
Yes.
to. All right.
You so right. Mama, come get my phone, please.
You have your ID. You want to bring your phone?
No, I need my family to get my phone.
Okay, she can have your phone.
Right there.
You want her to have the keys to the
Mama,
house?
take my child.
No, you just told me.
No, you take my child.
Then
I'm going to jail behind mine. No goddamn way they can't come in my house. The law say they can't come in here. Get my child, man.
Did y'all say
What am I being for the record? What am I being detained for?
Interfering with child custody.
Oh, interfering with child custody.
Okay, y'all taking the baby?
And what penal code is a violation of that?
Come on.
Mama, get my keys, please.
Where your keys at?
I don't know. Let me get my car, guys. Let me get some shoes. Let me get some shoes. Yes. No, I want my keys.
You just told me to grab it.
No, I want to make sure I had them. I need some shoes on, and I need to get some.
Mama, you grab him some slippers?
Yeah, okay.
For the record, I told you these officers.
This is it right here.
Okay, can I use that card?
Yeah.
No, so for the record, I told these officers they had no right. They should have no magistrate order. Texas law says that they need ordinance that
Oh, Lord. What's wrong, Gonzalez? Yeah, he's under arrest. Father, yeah.
Here, no basis for taking my child from me. Mama, there must be a court order.
Yeah.
You got to do that.
There your shoes, baby.
Got to get a court order. This is what we call abuse of authority.
Did you want to follow me to the office?
Well, they gonna let me have the baby?
No, because now we might be able to do that after we go to court.
Okay.
See, you see what I'm saying?
Now.
You see what I'm saying? I'm asking him for the warrant. The warrant is going to be a magistrate. You got to have the seizure circumstances. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. You got to have those. You must have that. I asked you, what are the exceeding? I'd like to say exceeding.
Were you going to go with us? You want to just I'll just keep you informed.
So you were saying that he didn't want me to, that's why y'all taking me because he didn't want me to have the
We
baby?
were trying to do that to begin with, so we wouldn't have to do that. But now we know he's not going to. Even if he's saying right now, we just can't trust that. Also at this point, but we're all going to be able to go before a judge Monday.
Okay then.
Mom, you also with me. I walked into my house.
Wayne, they said they told me to take the baby, but you
Mom.
told them no.
Mom, because they don't have legal authority. You can, this is what you call civil disobedience. Brandy charge.
Just gotta leave this inside, right? Can you put that back inside on the counter? That's her ID.
Okay, no,
Do
wait.
what? No.
Oh, I didn't get my ID back.
I consented to nothing. How these other bitches get down?
Living room. Motion detector.
He has his body camera. Therefore, I can make him give it up. All the recording. So the fact that this shit is, bitch, you got your body camera. This you can't goddamn get out of.
Am
in the right court. This is not, yes it is.